Audio Jungle.
Good morning, it's Matthew, and it's now the 4th of the 1st, 2017. And here we have the Mersey motion sensitive cam. Basically what we're doing here, we're noticing that the haze is there and the pinkness on the right hand side. There's a horizon and the sun's coming up in the morning sky here in the UK. You can see basically the darkness because we have other objects up there. Here on this other cam as well, you can see the timestamp. Well, it's 9:55 AM and look how dark it is. Look at the haze, look at the darkness on the ground. The thing is though, we are being darkened every single day now, and it's just a matter of time because this is too dark, as this weather cam is in high definition, and I've seen it before and it's normally light this time of the day on that cam. So I'll go to the next cam. You can see on this Hoy Lake Sailing Club beach view cam, look at it, you can see the clouds are being burnt, the hydrogen being burnt off the clouds, the simulator is coming up, the darkness on the ground. It's all there. And I'll go to the next cam. You can see also on the lighthouse cam here, the LISO cam, and basically you can see how dark it is. The pink reflections on the horizon, it's just too dark. As I said before, these cams don't lie. These are in high definition. And we are definitely going into some sort of darkness. We're getting huge reflections. It's so dark. It's getting dim and dark, and also the plasma on the screen says it all as well. As the sun rises, the simulator is coming up. Here on this Penzance light feed cam, you can see the greyness on the horizon, the darkness as well, the yellowness on the buildings. And also, I'll be going to this cam quite often because basically you can see the skyline as well. It's very red. And we're basically being hit by lots of solar flares. Lots of solar flares today, and basically I'm just going to, as I said, keep an eye on this cam because it's very interesting to watch the skies because you can still see the pinkness reflecting from those heavenly bodies. Here we have another cam that's based down in the southwest of England. You can see it's too dark. Already it's getting dark and it's only 10:03 AM in the morning here in the UK. You can see the pinkness on the skyline and the darkness. It's just at a point now that people must understand that we have got these huge objects that are out there that are coming in now. So it's just basically keeping your eyes to the skies. And I'll go to the next cam. Here's another cam that's based down in Cornwall, down south, and you can see how dark it is. It's just too dark for the skies. I mean, this building and everything, and the plasma on the screen behind them clouds are trying to burn through. This bloke on the ground, he's going to start noticing the skies are going to be too dark. People know and starting to know around the world that everything is dimming and darkening right now. It's just ridiculous now because people notice this. Because I look up every morning and I see this darkness every day now. And I know for a fact that there's something going on strange up there in the skies. And we know what's coming. We know that Nibiru and Nemesis are on their way. It's just basically getting to a point now that we need to prepare. Because sooner or later, as you can see the sea on the screen here on this cam, we're going to have huge tsunami waves. The thing is though, as they've done there on that cam, if you look closely, you can see that the chemtrails have gone right down to the horizon. That's what they do now. They're covering our skies. They're screening everything so we can't see everything. Here in the UK, as I said, where I am, it's all chemtrailed. There was about 15 planes up there this morning spraying the skies again. And they have done another job by spraying the sun. Because they've got a situation here and all over the world that we've got the binary twin that's right next to it now. Here is another cam from the same area at a different position. You can see the angle of them chemtrails. You can see always angle. They're always on an angle. They're never in a straight line, and also it's dark and it's just basically being sprayed everywhere. Everywhere's being sprayed every single day. Here on this eastern webcam, you can see the reflections, the pinkness and the orangeness on the behind those chemtrails. The thing is, here as well, on this cam, it's the eastern sector cam, and that's down in the southwest of England, and you can see basically where they've been chemtrailing, as I just said. On the horizons, they spray the skies 3 AM in the morning right through, and then they leave us with these chemtrails. You can see the pink reflections trying to come through from Nemesis. Nemesis is reflecting off them trails. And I see these reflections every single day now, and it's so important that we try and get the information out there. It's so important. Here's the Solo Cells live cam. The thing is, so you can see again as they sprayed them skies, look how low the clouds are. They're too low. And also on the ground, you can see there's no pink reflections, so the camera tells the truth. Look at the pinkness in the sky. This is a high definition camera, and as I said before in another video, I spoke to these people, and kind people who said that the skies are changing as well. So they're looking up at the skies as well, this business, so respect to them. And we're just going to keep looking at the different cams because there's huge reflections up there. It's only a matter of time until we start seeing that there is a big problem up there. If you look on the left hand side, you can see that a reflection is moving to the right. It's all happening. As I said in all the other cam videos, this is a true event, and government have hid this for many, many years. There are other objects up there than just our moon and the sun. There is other celestial bodies that come close to us, and they spray the skies every time. The huge pink reflection is of Nemesis. Here you can see as well another part of the UK on the southwest in Exeter. You can see this darkness, this dimness and yellowness on the ground. It's just too dark. Every single day is getting dimmer and darker, and it's so important to show people what's going on around the world. These people that are driving their motor vehicles now, they know it's just a situation where they're keeping their basically it's just they know it's getting dark, but everybody around the world sees it's getting dark. It really is. And here where I am, as I said before, it's just too dark. We're getting dark shadows and reflections everywhere. Here on this weather cam as well, you can see here on southendweather.co.uk, it's there 10/13/22, and basically it's the 4th of the 1st 2017. And look at the pinkness again on the sky. Looking at the same part of the sky every morning in the UK, you're seeing this object. It's there again, the pinkness right in front of the screen. It's there on this cam and it never goes away. So we've got that huge object that rises as the sun's up in the sky. It's there, but this continuously spraying the sky so we can't see it. So well done, NASA and government. You're hiding it, but one day it's going to come out, so we're all going to see the truth. This weather cam shows the dimness and darkness and also the plasma on the horizon. This plasma is all over the horizon now, but you can still see that pinkness to the right hand side. It's so important that we keep checking this every single day, because we will see, like we did on the Merseyside cam, you saw a small part of Nemesis on the screen anyway, so we are really close now. Not a sunny day in sight no more. Look at it, it's just chemtrailed, and the redness on the right hand side as the reflections are there from Nemesis. We are getting huge reflections here in the UK now, because as I said before, when the Earth tilts and goes back and forth and rotates and things, because of the Nibiru magnetic field and also the binary twin and the affected sun, we're getting all sorts of reflections here in the UK as well. This is a Bishop Sutton cam. Now look at the sky. It's a high definition cam. There's timestamp. It's there and the date. Look at the chemtrailing and the purpleness and the darkness in the sky. We haven't got blue skies anymore, or we haven't got any sunshine anymore, because we have got these thick chems that are right above our heads, and it's being pumped out all over the world by these military planes everywhere. So it's important to check the cams, because here on this cam you can see the different textures and things all happening now. You can see here on this cam as well, and this is another cam that's down south, and you can see basically the hydrogen. The clouds, the natural clouds, are doing nothing. They're just going by to the left hand side as the sun's burning the hydrogen off them, and also it's very dark. The pinkness in the sky, the reflections. Thing is though, these people on the ground, they're going about their merry way and doing their own things, which I appreciate. You know, it's good really in a way. We don't want mass panic. They just want to go ahead with their lives, so respect to them. The thing is though, this system's coming in now. It really is coming in now. It's so important that we keep an eye and just basically get the word out to many others that know that there's something definitely wrong with our skies. So I'm going to go to the next cam now. Here's another live cam. You can see that pinkness, the reflections on the horizon, and also you can see that the pinkness and the yellowness and also the darkness on the ground. Now come on, we all know there's something wrong now. We've gone through the different cams through the weeks and months, and we know now that the land and the skies are darkening now. There's no other reason, but we've got this huge celestial body that's heading in front of the sun. They've been covering it with this simulator. Over the summer period, the clouds were just burning away, and they're burning away still in the winter. There is something wrong, and government needs to come out with it now. It's just so important. I mean, you can see that pink reflection in the middle of the screen on the left side a little bit. You can see it. It's only a matter of time until them chemtrails fail. When the binary twin burns through them chemtrails, and we actually all see it and stand back and notice what's going on. And I believe that time is going to be not far away now. Here is the cotswoldweather.net cam, northeast view. You can see the timestamp and the date, and also the pinkness on the horizon, and those clouds are doing nothing again. They're basically not protecting us, and also with the chemtrailing. They will start chemtrailing later on in the day, covering everything up. So if you go back to this cam later on this afternoon, you will notice that there'll be just thick chemtrails. Also, there's another reflection from Nemesis, the binary twin, as the sun is already up. You can see the redness on the clouding. You can see on this Edmonton cam, this is another part of the UK, and look how low the clouds are. And you can see there's two reflections, one from the sun at the top, and then you've got the binary twin at the bottom on the horizon. And also the darkness on the ground as well. It's too dark for that time of the day, as I said before. 10:29 AM. Far too dark. And it's only a matter of time until people start understanding this. Well, what we need to do is just keep going, keep flowing with the cams until we see the kill shot. Until we start seeing it getting too dark and too red. Because they're hiding it with all these thick chemtrails. Because chemtrails, they lie low. And right on the horizon, they spray every single day. The government are hiding, I'm not noticing on the TV media, they don't show themselves. When the worst part is happening, they hide. Here is the Bishop Stropford cam. You can see the timestamp and look at the plasma, and also on the darkness as well. Just very dim, dark, there, over there, that part of the country. Just very bad, you know, and people are starting to wonder now how really dark it's getting. This is a live cam as well. You can see the timestamp there as well, and you can see where they've been chemtrail in the morning. The sun is in a watery haze. Look how dark it is on the ground. Now the sun should be beaming through nicely, but they're pumping all these chemtrails, aluminium, and all sorts of other chemicals. You can see also the chemtrail where it's gone past the sun there on the time-lapse cam. The lower clouds are just being moved and burnt away by the hydrogen. And the simulator is in front of the sun, as you can see. It's an odd shape, triangle shape. So we're being sprayed every single day in the UK. You can see them trails. Our clouds are just not the same anymore. I mean, look at our skies. Just bleak, grey, silvery haze. It's just got to a point now that everybody needs to look up to the skies now. And I'm hoping that everybody will see this. This is another important cam to see as well, because you get to see Nemesis. The thing is, though, it's on a time-lapse, but they've speeded it up on purpose so we can't get to see the whole situation. The thing is, though, you've got two reflections there. If you slow it down, it's very important. Because, as I said, the cams don't lie. They do turn things up so we can't see anything. The thing is, though, basically it's getting to a point now that we are slowly starting to see the real truthiness of what's going on. So I'm going to go to the next cam now and show you another motion picture on the cam. On this cam, you can also see the sun is going into a watery haze. Look at the state of the sky. Our skies are not the same anymore. They're spraying all the chemicals because they're hiding the binary twin. It's really important that you know this now as well with the simulator in front of the sun. They are spraying our skies because of the solar flares that are coming down through. It's so important that we see this. And I will basically show you these clouds. You can see the chemtrails and everything. Here is the time-lapse footage again. You can see the peakness from Nemesis, the reflections as the sun comes up early in the morning on the timestamp, and you can start seeing where they've been chemtrailing. Straight away the sun comes up with the simulator, and look at the greyness and the bleakness on the sky. I'm going to show you this again, just to show you that basically this is what's happening every day until Nibiru and Nemesis come into action and they start burning through the chem clouds. So all our clouding and chems will disappear, and we will just see the heavenly bodies. It's not. I don't believe it's going to be long. I really truly think that this is going to happen soon. I don't think it's going to be a long time yet, to be honest with you. They are spraying our skies every single day. Here on this other webcam, it's called the Hornet in Ribblesdale cam. And you can see that plasma on the horizon. The sun's up and there's something illuminating on the horizon there. It's trying to rise, and it's always on this cam, and I'm going to keep an eye on it for you. Because it's important that the Nibiru community get to see every single site on these cams. Because there is definitely something that's lighting up the skies on the other side. This is a cam in the UK as well, the Potter's Bar cam. Now the thing is, as I've gone back to this cam many times before in the past, and it was just normal skies. Normal blue on the sea, and you know, the river there, and also the skies were blue. But look at the pinkness, the reflections, and the reflections are here, the purpleness, the pinkness, everything is here. The sun It's being covered, as I say, by that object. And the thing is, we are seeing lots of different colours in the skies now because the binary twin is here. This isn't a glamorous photo, but you can see also it's getting dark. Over there, in parts of Northamptonshire in the UK, it's getting dark as well. The darkened clouds, you can see a pink reflection on the horizon to the left, and also you've got that simulator that's shining down at us, but it's not as bright as the natural sun. I'm leaving a blank space to the right of the screen so you can get to see clearly the writing, the timestamp and everything. But oh, look again. Look what NASA and government have done again in the military. They have covered our skies, and look how dark it is. Timestamp, 4:49 AM, and look at it. It's too dark. Here with this cam as well, you can see it's just too dark. You can see the plasma on the right-hand side and the hydrogen being burnt off the clouds and the red tint coming from Nemesis. Look at the colouring on the buildings. It's 10 AM in the morning and it's just very strange. The colouring of the skies are just not right anymore. This cam is very interesting as well. You can see the pinkness, the reflections and the lower clouds. These clouds are chemtrail clouds. They are unreal. They don't look right. And also I've emailed this chap who uses this cam. He's got 3 cams. He looks out at the horizon on the front and the left, one at the back and one on the other side. Now the thing is, though, he said he will lift this cam for us so we can see the skies all the time. So it was nice and kind of that guy to, he uses this cam. It's nice and kind of him to show us the skies. And I'll go back to this cam as it's been lifted. So respect to that man for doing that job for us. Here's another live cam, but the thing is, this is basically you're looking at the jet stream and also other weather patterns around the world. And it's so important to see this this weather pattern chart because you can see where everything's not as it seems. The jet stream and everything is flowing wrong, and also our Earth is heating up by the binary twin. And also, I just checked weather forecast here in the UK on British Media TV, and basically it's saying a different story as what this is saying. So they're lying to us every time. They're not being truthful. They're basically throwing all sorts of different lies at us. So it's so important that we basically get the truth out there. It really is. And also, when I showed you that image of what Scott sent me from Planet X Nibiru channel, it's so important that we see those images. It really is, because those objects are out there and they're basically coming in now. It's only a matter of time as if one of them gets right close to us. It really is. Because these events are real and they're very true. And all I want to do basically is just keep going on the cams until I get the kill shots, because at the end of the day, they are spraying our skies. The evidence is there. They are spraying our skies with chemtrails every single day now. It's so important we get the message out there, because if we don't, there's so many people going to suffer, I believe. So more and more people have been aware of it, so that's good. Newspapers as well around the world, and the UK as well, are trying to say that these events are not as what they seem, but I'm telling you now, newspapers lie, news media lies, they all lie. So it's down to us to get the truth. It really is. But anyway, I'm going to go to another cam, and I respect you all, and thank you for subscribing to the channel as well, and watching the cams daily, because it's a daily report that I'm doing, and I want to get this out to you all the time. Also, it's important as well, what I've done is I've set up a weather cam as well. This weather cam will show across the roof lining, so you can see the skies. Now here, as I told you earlier on, that here in the UK where I am, you're seeing these pink reflections in the skies and the chemtrails and the loweredness of the clouding. So I'm going to keep this cam running as well here where I am. It's so important that we all see everything that's going on. So this weather cam is plugged in. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is now, I'm going to go and I'm going to come back doing some webcams around the world. Some world cams, because I've got some things to do here at home. Organising things, because the kids are back at school tomorrow. So I respect you all, and I will be back to you again later on this afternoon. So respect from Matt Rogers.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good morning, it's Matthew, and it's now the 4th of the 1st, 2017. And here we have the Mersey Motion Sensitive Cam. Basically what we're doing here, we're noticing that the haze is there and the pinkness on the right hand side. There's a horizon and the sun's coming up in the morning sky here in the UK. You can see basically the darkness because we have other objects up there. Here on this other cam as well, you can see the timestamp. Well, It's 9:55 a.m. and look how dark it is. Look at the haze. Look at the darkness on the ground. The thing is, though, we are being darkened every single day now. And it's just a matter of time because this is too dark. As this weather cam is in high definition. And I've seen it before and it's normally light this time of the day on that cam. So I'll go to the next cam. You can see on this Hoy Lake Sailing Club beach view cam. Look at it, you can see the clouds are being burnt, the hydrogen being burnt off the clouds, the simulator is coming up, the darkness on the ground. It's all there. And I'll go to the next cam. You can see also on the lighthouse cam here, the LISO cam. And basically you can see how dark it is. The pink reflections on the horizon. It's just too dark. As I said before, these cams don't lie. These are in high definition. And we are definitely going into some sort of darkness. We're getting huge reflections. It's so dark. It's getting dim and dark, and also the plasma on the screen says it all as well. As the sun rises, the simulator's coming up. Here on this Penzance light feed cam, you can see the greyness on the horizon, the darkness as well, the yellowness on the buildings. And also, I'll be going to this cam quite often because basically you can see the skyline as well. It's very red. And we were basically being hit by lots of solar flares. Lots of solar flares today, and basically I'm just going to, as I said, keep an eye on this cam because it's very interesting to watch the skies because you can still see the pinkness reflecting from those heavenly bodies. Here we have another cam that's based down in the southwest of England. You can see it's too dark. Already it's getting dark and it's only 10:03 a.m. in the morning here in the UK. You can see the pinkness on the skyline and the darkness. It's just at a point now that people must understand that we have got these huge objects that are out there that are coming in now. So it's just basically keeping your eyes to the skies. And I'll go to the next cam. Here's another cam that's based down in Cornwall, down south, and you can see how dark it is. It's just too dark for the skies. I mean, this building